Hi grievers, today's video is going to be the importance of tending to our nervous system throughout our grief journey. All right, so today let's start with, what does grief, grace, and breath have in common? Well, on the surface, of course, they seem like separate pieces of the human experience. However, when life has knocked the wind out of you, they become deeply connected. Grief strips us raw, unearthing every part of our humanity, even parts of it that we've tried to tuck away. Grace steps in, offering us a soft place to land, even when we're falling apart. And breath is the constant, the quiet rhythm that anchors us when the world feels so very unsteady. In the depths of grief, it can feel impossible to take even the smallest of breaths. Our chest is tight, it's overwhelming, the heaviness is almost palpable. But with grace, we can begin to learn to breathe again, not by forcing it, but organically allowing it to come just as it is. And as we do, powerful things might begin to happen. Breath becomes more than just our air. It becomes presence. It becomes an anchor. It becomes a lifeline. It's life's gentle reminder, I am still here. It can ground us when everything else feels uprooted. It can maybe soothe some of the overwhelm that our nervous system feels, inviting us to bring in calm and rest and a little bit more flow, even amidst the pain. There's power in our breath work and tending to our nervous system. Grief impacts us not only emotionally, but physically. It shakes the very foundation of our emotional safety, maybe even our physical safety, and any sense of feeling steady in our bodies. That's why caring for your nervous system is such a vital part of this emotional process and this healing process. With gentle breath work and intentional nervous system tending to, we can begin to regulate and create that sense of safety within. Every breath becomes a form of care, helping to soothe and soften the tension, and soothe and soften that grip that grief has on your chest and on your heart. Oftentimes it can quiet racing thoughts, and oftentimes it can bring calm in the waves of anxiety that often come with grief. There's three simple practices that I want to share today. One is exhaling longer than the inhale. So research and science has told us with an exhale that's longer than the inhale, we can access a little bit more of the part of the nervous system that we're looking for calm, rest, flow. And with that, we're more able to access a sense of safety. Number two is sit and intentionally relax different parts of your body. Start head to toe, toe to head. I don't care. There's no rhyme or reason, no rules about it. Maybe you know where you're holding tension. Belly, chest, shoulders, eyebrows. Begin there. Just begin with intention. And number three, try mantras. It sounds strange, but I had to recondition my nervous system, by saying to myself, I am safe to feel. Because the pain was so deep and the despair was so real, I wanted to just crawl out of my own skin. It did not feel safe. And so just trying to recondition my nervous system that I am safe to feel this. Grief, it doesn't demand perfection, and well, neither does this process. It's not about fixing or solving or rushing. Again, as always, it's at your own pace. This is more about meeting yourself with where you are. One inhale and one longer exhale at a time. It's also about discovering your own system and how to care for it uniquely. And that in the midst of this pain, the openness for healing is possible. If you're ready to explore how breath work and tending to our nervous system can support you, I'm glad you're here. And together we can create a safe space where you get to reconnect with yourself, soothe your nervous system, and experience that grace comes from within. Grief has a way of taking our breath away, leaving you feel untethered, overwhelmed, and unsure of where to turn. But there's a quiet truth woven through even the heaviest moments of loss, grief, grace, and breath. That's how they're deeply connected. Grief cracks us open, leaving the rawest parts of who we are. Grace steps in to hold us tenderly and offer a sense of compassion, even when the pain feels unbearable. And breath becomes our anchor and a way back to ourselves. So if you try these, let me know. And if you have other ideas, share them. Let's be of support to one another. Go ahead and like and subscribe. And until next time, take good care.